Good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, for tonight's episode, we're going to take a dive into one of the next pro wrestling tournaments that's getting ready to begin in just a week from today, next Monday. We have the Pro Wrestling Noah N-1 Victory 2025 tournament. And I have to say, it's looking to be pretty stacked on both blocks. And now that we're getting ready to push into that fall season, we got pretty much a fall tournament to look forward to that's going to take up pretty much the whole month of September. But I wanted to once again go over the competitors for this year's tournament and then kind of go over the schedule and talk about the matchups for the opening day. Sound good? Alrighty, so good old Pro Wrestling Noah, which, like I said, I understand that recently, one of the recent shows I watched, with Kenta versus Naomichi Marufuji was not as good as I thought it was going to be, but I'm hoping that this tournament will make up for that. Now, of course, Kaito Kiyomiya won the tournament last year. So just to refresh everybody's memory, Kaito Kiyomiya won the tournament last year, which he has won 3 of these tournaments. That's right. He holds the record for the most N1 victory tournaments. I know originally it was the Global League, but then it changed to the N1 victory tournament starting 2019. But they all count. They all count. Kaito Kiyomiya has 3. So far, just to kind of go over like the active wrestlers so far, Kenta has 1, which was a global league, so not technically an N1 victory, but has 1. Okay. Kaito Kiyomiya has 3 total, 2 N1 victories, 1 global league. Keno has 2, which was 1 global league, 1 N1 victory. Go Shiozaki has 1 N1 victory as well. So, a couple of notable names there to keep in mind. But yeah. But this year should be very interesting. But let's go over the competitors for this year's tournament. So, starting with the A block, we have Kenta, which, like I said, he's won a global league, but this is technically his first N1 victory tournament. We got Kaito Kiyomiya, this is his 2nd consecutive year, his 5th total tournament, and don't forget, he's won 3 of these. He's won 1 global league, and he's won 2 N1 victory tournaments, including last year. So, definitely a threat. We got Manobu Soya, which this is his 5th time participating for 3 consecutive years. We have Oka Sasaki. This is his 2nd time, 2 years in a row. Kazuyuki Fujita. This is his 3rd time participating in 3 years. We have first time participant Tetsuya Endo. We have my man Masakita Miya. This is his 7th consecutive tournament. And we have Daga, which this is his first time participant. So that is your A block. For the B block, you have You have Ozawa. So you have Ozawa. This is his first one. You have Galeno, which this is his first one as well. So a couple of more first timers. You have Naomichi Marufuji, which this is his third time participating in 5 years. You have Keno, which, like I said, Keno, when they changed it to the N-1 victory, he won the inaugural N-1 victory tournament, which was 2019. But this is his second consecutive appearance. But like I said, Keno has technically won 2 tournaments. Okay. You have Daiki Inaba, which this is his third time participating in 2 years. You have Jack Morris, which this is his 4th consecutive tournament. Another first timer, you have Harutoki, who recently qualified to be able to compete in this tournament. And you have Ricky Knight Jr., who's also a first time participant. And it's a name that I'm familiar with. I believe last time I actually saw him, I believe I saw him in person via Progress Wrestling. So definitely a familiar name there. But that is your B block. Now, of course, this is round robin, so the usual rules apply. 2 points for a victory, 0 for a loss, 1 for a draw. And when it comes down to it, the wrestler with the top score from both blocks will face each other in the finals. And typically, the winner of the whole tournament earns a shot at the top title of their weight class, which pretty much, I think it's safe to say a lot of the folks in this tournament are of the heavyweight weight class, I would think. Even though Daga was wrestling for the GHC junior heavyweight title, so I don't know, just something to think about there. But I think for the most part, the winner is going to get a shot at the GHC heavyweight championship. So that's what I'm going with. Anyway, so the tournament will start next Monday, September 8th, which will start at Corcoran Hall. The finals will actually be on September 23rd, which will also be at Corcoran Hall. So the tournament will start and end in Corcoran Hall. So let's take a look at the dates, and then I'll go into the opening round matchups. So opening round, September 8th, Corcoran Hall. And then you have September 11th, which will be at the Okayama Convention Center. All right, September 13th, they're going to be in Hiroshima at the Hiroshima Industrial Hall. And then September 14th, the following day, they're going to be in Fukuoka at the Acros Fukuoka Event Hall. And then September 15th, they're going to be in Kumamoto at the Kumamoto Castle Hall Civic Hall. Okay, and then September 17th, they'll be in Osaka at the Edion Arena Second Stadium in Osaka. Let's see, September 20th, they will be in Shizuoka at the Act City Hamamatsu. And then the 21st of September, they'll be at Tochigi at the Light Cube Tsunomiya. And then, like I said, the finals will be at in Corcoran Hall on the 23rd. So that is your schedule. Those are your dates and venues. Like I said, this whole tournament will be covered throughout the month of September. So they're going to do the whole tournament this month. But let's go ahead. I've gotten my spreadsheet ready. Let's go ahead and talk about these first matchups. All right, starting with the A block. Okay, so this is the A block, and like I said, this is September 8th is the opening. So let's take a look at the September 8th matchups. That's next Monday. And already we're gonna start off with a banger in Kenta versus Kaito Kiyomiya. So we got that to look forward to. That should be a really good match. Let's see what else we got. We have Ulka Sasaki versus Kazuyuki Fujita. That's an interesting matchup there. Let's see. Masakita Miya's first match, will be against Manobu Soya. I'm actually very excited for that first matchup of the tournament. Oh, that's going to be cool. I like Masakita Miya and Manobu Soya. I enjoyed whenever they teamed up, but now that Masakita Miya has joined Team 2000X, I definitely am looking forward to when they clash in this tournament. Should be really good. And then we have Tetsuya Endo versus Daga. That should be really good as well. Tetsuya Endo, I've seen a lot more through the couple of times I've seen DDT, but he's now in Pro Wrestling Noah, so definitely looking to establish some ground, especially considering both these individuals are participating in this tournament for the first time. But yeah, those are some pretty good starting matchups. But yeah, the main two I'm keeping an eye out on are Masakita Miya versus Manobu Soya and Kenta versus Kaito Kiyomiya. I think those are the two to definitely look out for. All right, and then B block. So for the B block, Ozawa versus Naomichi Marufuji. That should be really interesting. Let's see. We got Daiki Inaba versus Jack Morris. That could go either way. Galeno versus Harutoki should be an interesting matchup. And let's see. Oh man, a very tough first matchup for Ricky Knight Jr. as he will face Keno in his first match. Ooh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be really tough. But I think it's safe to say definitely the main match to look out for is Naomichi Marufuji versus Ozawa. I think that should be really good. I'll be curious to see how Ricky Knight Jr. does against Keno, though. That should be really interesting. But those are your opening day matches for the N-1 Victory 2025 tournament. Now, let's go back to the A block. So, I guess I'll kind of give some early predictions on who I believe could make it to the finals and potentially win this tournament. The A block is definitely very stacked. I will say that. I mean, you got Kenta, you got Kaito Kiyomiya, Manobu Soya. You got heavy hitters like Manobu Soya and Masakita Miya in there. And like I said, you got multiple current champions and former champions. I mean, Kenta's the current GHC heavyweight champion. But, you got some very strong competitors. I mean, Masakita Miya, I believe, is a tag champion currently. But, I would say definitely overall the two main threats are Kenta and Kaito Kiyomiya for obvious reasons. Personally, y'all know how much I like Masakita Miya, so he's going to be the one that I'm rooting for the most. But, who do I think could win the A block? Well, I can tell you right now, I don't think it'll be Oka Sasaki. I don't think it will be Tetsuya Endo. I don't think it will be Daga. So I'm eliminating those three. Kazuyuki Fujita, doubt it. So personally, I think either Masaki Tamiya, Minobu Soya, Kaito Kiyomiya, or Kenta will win the A block and make it to the finals. I think one of those four will make it to the finals out of the A block. Now for the B block. For the B block, I think the main threats are, of course, Keno. I would also have to say Naomichi Marufuji and Ozawa. Of course, Ozawa is a former GHC heavyweight champion. Those are probably the top three threats in this block. I don't like Ricky Knight Jr.'s chances. I don't like Daiki Inaba's chances. Harutoki, I haven't seen a lot of, so probably not a great chance for him, but I'm very curious to see how he does. Very curious. Galeno, I mean, he's the big dude. He's the big dude in this block. So, I mean, Galeno, he could come close. He could come close. But I think overall, I think either Keno, Naomichi Marufuji, or Ozawa will probably make it out of the B block. Galeno might be a sleeper. But everybody else, I just don't see them having a chance. But, well, I mean, you never know. You never know. As far as who I think could win the whole thing, oof. That's tough. That's really tough. Yeah, that's tough. I would have to... Okay, let me see something. Let me see how many total days of matches that is. So, okay, so September 8th. So 8th, 11th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, or no, I'm sorry, 17th, 20th, 21st, 23rd. So that's 9 days. So this tournament lasts 9 days. I'll probably have somewhat of a decent idea of who I think might win the whole thing maybe after day 6. But right now it's way too early to predict. I think I'll have a better idea of who I think will win the whole thing after day 6. And I'm gonna just leave it at that, because like I said, it's way too early. Way too early. But I mean, it should be good. It should be really good. I'm definitely looking forward to this tournament. Current champions in this tournament, there's not a whole lot. So there's Kenta, there's Galeno, which he's the GHC national champion. You have Masaki Tamiya, he's one half of the tag champs. I mean, you only have 3 champions in this whole tournament. You only have 3 champions. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, should be good. Should be really good. But definitely looking forward to this tournament. And yeah, like I said, Kaito Kiyomiya won it last year. So we'll see how this year goes. But that'll do it for this video. Let me know y'all's thoughts on the competitors for the N-1 Victory 2025 tournament. Who do you think will make it out of Block A and Block B? And let me know who you think could win the whole thing. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Jason Ingram. Happy Labor Day once again. And I hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow. And I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace. Later.